Welcome. I'm Monique Thornock. I'm one of the design managers here at Furniture Fair, and I wanted to go into accessories with you. So how do you take your brand new furniture that you just got and make it into a room? It's all about the accessories, and that's what we're going to cover today. So if you're one of those people who watch tons of HGTV shows, you'll notice that they bring in the big furniture, but then they don't stop there. To create the look that they're trying to do, they have to accessorize. Accessories meaning area rugs, lamps, clocks, tabletop pieces, little accent furniture pieces, everything that makes a room a room. And the biggest thing is it's got to have your personality. That's the most important thing. So what I'm going to be covering today is what is the world of accessories? What does it mean to design your room? And then how do you go about doing it? How do you find those right pieces that are going to be in your character and your flavor and make your room wonderful? And most importantly, why? Why are accessories so important to a home and to the room that you're trying to create? What are accessories? And no, they aren't just your mother's home wreath that was sitting in the door forever and ever. What accessories are things like area rugs that bring life to the floor and shows off your hardwood floors that you just got. They can be accent pieces of furniture, like the really small, great little table that maybe has a copper top in the corner. That's an accessory, that's an accent piece. Wall art is really important. It can either be bold and daring, or it can be serene and peaceful. Then you also have your lamps. Lamps have a couple different functions. Either they're just for ambiance and the way that you want the room to look, or they're functional, meaning I need a really good lamp by my recliner so that I can read. Most people have never thought of a fireplace as being an accessory. Well, right now, there's quite a few manufacturers that are making these wonderful TV consoles that actually have fireplace inserts. So it's a dual purpose, and accessories can have that dual purpose. So you also have clocks, whether they're wall clocks or mantle clocks. Mirrors are a great accessory because if you place your mirror correctly, it's going to make your room feel larger. You just want to make sure that it's reflecting something that looks good. You also have your plants and foliage. In the 80s and 90s, silks were really, really big. But right now, those small succulents that you can pick up that are easy to maintain, they make a great table topper. Another accessory that falls into that home design are those little things that maybe it's your grandmother's sewing machine, and what are you going to do with it? How can I play this into my room? It could be your family art, your family photos of your kids, and you want to display them prominently. It may be an antique rocking chair that you found to put in the corner. It's really not for seating, but it's to fill up that space. And that's what accessories are all about. So accessories have a very broad term. It's not just the itty bitty little things. It's the things that make the room your room. What you really want to do is you want to remember 3 rules. You want to make sure that the size is correct of where you're putting it, whether it's the size of the lamp. You don't want your lamp as short as your sofa arm. You want it above the sofa arm. Whether it's your wall art, okay, either you need something big enough that's going to take up the wall for the sofa, or you're going to want to do little pieces of art to make a collage that's still going to take up that same portion. The other thing you want to look at is your colors. Are your colors working together? So if your rug has a little red in it, make sure your wall art has a little red in it. Make sure those accent pillows have a little red in it. Once you repeat that color 3 times in the room, you've got it right. So where do you start? That's a great question. Where do you start with buying accessories and getting your room done right? So the first place you can start is you can always set up an appointment at Furniture Fair and come and meet with one of our designers. Better yet, if you have a lot of rooms to do, have one of us come out. We'll come out, we'll take pictures, we'll see what we're working with, and then we can help put those accessories together so they're gonna flow throughout the whole house and not just in one room. That way you'll be able to use someone else's eye to tell you, is that going to be in the right proportion? Is that going to be the right size? Is that the right color? So feel free to pop in here, whether it's by appointment, whether you just come into the store or go online and get that scheduled. From there, there's still going to be things that you're going to want to find, those little treasures. And that's where you can either go antiquing, you can look at some DIY videos. So there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can get started. I would just highly recommend you start with those bigger pieces. So just like with your furniture, have some fun, get a little creative, and go out there and let's accessorize.